Hi guys, Natasha with the Day with Ava'sLove. So Marie Force is a new to me author. I read some of her Fatal series and I fell in love with her suspense and how she really kind of like brings you into the story and you're like, you have to unfold what's gonna happen. 5 Years Gone is that story. This is a heartbreaking story. Like, I have never felt like my body ached for Ava. Something happened in Ava's life, and for 5 years she lived in agony if John was ever going to come home, and she gave herself 5 years and then she was going to start her life back over. He left because he was doing what was best at the time. He was going to go help the world. He was in the military, but he was very private. Their whole relationship was private, and so Ava kept that private, didn't tell anybody. As she suffered the loss of John for 5 years, everyone always wondered why. Now she's back in New York and she's starting her life over. She stumbles onto a man that kind of builds her back up. He gives her hope and he fills in the cracks that she's needed for 5 years. He understands her pain and he allows her to agonize and grieve and get over what she's been going through, but not push her. Let her do it at her own pace. Eric is one of those, he is just such a beautiful man inside and out because he sees the agony and he would do anything to help her. He knows that if John was to show back up, his life could be completely over. And as Ava and Eric muddle through this relationship, you know, through cheese pizza in the middle of the night, these two find a connection and they find a rhythm and they go into this beautiful beginning again. Ava's coming to life. She's laughing. She's starting to fall in love again. She didn't think she'd ever fall in love again over John. She fell hard and fast for him for 2 years. She's been burning the candle for him for over 5 years. And now she has to face the future without him, possibility. And that's what this 5 Years Gone is all about. It's about a story of something that happened tragically in the United States and how everyone's lives kind of molds around it. We get Ava's boss, Miles. He lost the love of his life from the terrorist attack. And now she works for the PR firm, which Miles owns. And they're trying to find answers of why this terrorist attack happened and the government didn't stop. And Ava befriends Miles, her boss, and they kind of have a kinship because they both lost somebody because of this terrorist attack. But Ava finds that she gets a best friend out of the deal. She gets Miles. She falls in love with Eric. Her and her sister reconnect. And she just gets this whole life started over again. Everything, she's on cloud 9. She's finally tells people about her love of John and who he was and why she's been closed off for years. And then everything happens. It crashes. And now she has to face the things, the unknown that she didn't know she was ever going to have to face. She was, finally had all those steps forward, and now she's back at the beginning. She's struggling. And that's what it's a wonderful story of loss and heartache and starting over. And it's that what if this happens and what if that happens, and the unknown. And that's what's so beautiful about this story is, and why I loved it so much, is because Marie Force gave us that. We don't know what's going to happen. And every time I saw Ava just break down, my heart hurt for her because it's never having that time for closure. And that's what the story is about, is closure, getting the closure to say goodbye to your loved ones and it being okay to move on. And so that's what this 5 Years Gone is all about. It's a beautiful love story and the ending couldn't have been better. And I cannot wait for the next book in this, it's not really series, it means standalones, but the next book, because it feels good. So guys, it's in the links. Highly recommend it. A top read this year. Talk to you later.